Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, replaying every conversation you had that day, analyzing every word and worrying about what someone might think of you? Or maybe you keep imagining the worst case scenario for something that hasn't even happened yet: a job interview, a health check, a relationship conversation. You tell yourself, I'm just preparing. But deep down, you know you're trapped in a cycle you can't escape. This is what overthinking feels like. It's like your mind is on a treadmill, running endlessly, but you're not getting anywhere. The thoughts keep coming one after another, piling up until your chest feels tight and your body is exhausted, even though you've been sitting still the entire time. Overthinking is one of the most exhausting experiences we can go through because it doesn't just take our energy, it steals our peace, our presence, and our ability to enjoy the moment. I once met a young woman named Anna. On the outside, she seemed to have it all together: a stable job, a loving partner, a bright future ahead. But inside, Anna was constantly overthinking. Every decision, big or small, became a mental battlefield. What if I make the wrong choice? What if I disappoint someone? What if this ends badly? She told me, I'm so tired. Even when I'm with friends, I can't stop worrying. I keep replaying conversations in my head, wondering if I said something stupid. I can't be fully present in my own life. Can you relate to Anna? Maybe you've been in a similar situation. You try to distract yourself with work, social media, or Netflix, but the thoughts come back the moment you're alone, and the more you try to control them, the louder they become. Buddha once said, nothing can harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. Overthinking is exactly that: unguided, unguarded thoughts that keep us trapped in anxiety about the past and fear about the future. But the good news is, overthinking is not who you are. It's just a habit your mind has learned over time. And like any habit, it can be unlearned. In this video, we're going to explore why we overthink, what's happening inside our minds and hearts, the hidden costs of overthinking that you may not even notice, how to break free from the cycle of overthinking using simple, mindful practices. By the end, you'll have tools you can use every day to quiet your mind, return to the present moment, and experience the kind of inner peace you may have thought was impossible. So take a deep breath, allow yourself to slow down, and let's walk this journey together, one gentle step at a time. First, we need to understand why we overthink before we can break free from it. Overthinking is rooted in fear and the desire to control everything. Our brains are designed to protect us, so when we face uncertainty, they analyze every possible negative outcome to prepare us. But instead of helping us, this cycle only makes us anxious and exhausted. Do you notice you tend to overthink in these three situations? Fear of making mistakes. If I make the wrong choice, what will people think? Will everything fall apart? Fear of being judged. Do they dislike me? Did I say something wrong? Fear of losing control over the future. What will happen? What if I fail? These fears make us cling to every detail, every word, every scenario, as if thinking more will help us avoid risks. But the truth is, the more you think, the further you drift from the present and lose your natural clarity. Overthinking doesn't just take away your inner peace, it affects your body, relationships, and future. It harms your health. When you overthink, your body is constantly in a state of stress. Cortisol levels rise, leading to fatigue, insomnia, and even a weakened immune system. It paralyzes your decision making. Overthinking makes you afraid to act, afraid of failure, and as a result, you miss out on opportunities. It damages relationships. You may become overly sensitive, misinterpreting others' words or actions, causing misunderstandings and conflicts. There's a story about Daniel, a smart young man who constantly overthought every decision. He once had the chance to apply for a scholarship abroad, but spent too much time worrying about potential problems. What if I don't like the environment? What if I fail? He missed the deadline, and years later, he still regretted the lost opportunity. Overthinking is like standing at the starting line, too afraid to take a step forward. You don't move, but you're no safer either. Buddha taught, let your mind be like a still lake. Only when the water is calm can you see its depths. To stop overthinking, you need to learn how to quiet your mind and return to the present. Here are 4 simple but powerful steps. Step 1, recognize when you're overthinking. Many people overthink without even noticing. Start observing yourself. Are you repeating the same thoughts over and over? Are you rehearsing a situation that hasn't happened yet? Do you feel tense with your heart racing because of these thoughts? Simply tell yourself, oh, I'm overthinking. These are just thoughts, not facts. Recognizing it is already halfway to breaking free. Step 2, return to the present through your breath. Your breath is the anchor to bring you back to now. When you notice yourself overthinking, stop and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale slowly, feel the air entering your lungs. Exhale deeply, imagine releasing all the tension. Repeat 3 times, focusing entirely on the sensation of breathing. This 1-minute practice can help you pause and regain calm immediately. Step 3, ask questions to bring your mind back to reality. Ask yourself, is what I'm worried about actually happening right now? Do I have any real evidence for this thought? If my best friend had this thought, what would I tell them? These questions help you see that most of what you think are just assumptions, not reality. Step 4, practice letting go little by little. Letting go is not neglecting, it is accepting what you cannot control. Remember this: do your best and let life do the rest. If you're worried about an upcoming meeting, then let go of the outcome. If you're stuck thinking about the past, remind yourself what's done can't be changed. I can learn from it, but I won't let it destroy my present. To stay out of the old cycle, you need daily mindfulness habits. Here are 3 practices you can start today. 5-minute brain dump. Every morning or night, spend 5 minutes writing down everything in your mind. Don't try to organize the words, just let them flow. When you put your thoughts on paper, you realize most of them aren't as serious as you imagined. After writing, you can even tear up the paper as a symbolic release. Mindfulness in small activities. You can practice mindfulness in the simplest tasks. When drinking water, feel the cool water sliding down your throat. When walking, focus on each step touching the ground. When washing dishes, notice the water and the clinking of the plates. These moments help your mind stop running to the past or future. Gratitude each night. Before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for that day. It could be a good meal, a friend who checked on you, or simply a sunny afternoon. When you focus on the good, your mind will be less drawn to negative scenarios and become more peaceful. I want to share Sarah's story. She used to overthink so much she felt completely drained. Sarah was afraid of not being good enough, afraid of losing her job, afraid her partner would leave her. She often cried alone because of the scenarios she imagined. One day, Sarah decided to try mindfulness. At first, she spent just 5 minutes each morning breathing and noticing her thoughts. Gradually, she learned to ask, is what I'm thinking true? What is happening right now? After 3 months, Sarah felt calmer. She was no longer swept away by useless thoughts. She started enjoying each moment with her loved ones, smiled more, and made decisions at work more easily. Sarah shared, overthinking used to be a shadow over my life. But by practicing mindfulness, I learned I have a choice. I choose peace. Besides personal practices, you also need to build an environment that supports you. Limit negative news. You don't need to know every tragedy on the internet. Choose your company carefully. Being around positive people makes you less anxious. Reduce social media time. Comparing yourself to others' perfect lives only makes you more insecure. Create a simple living space with natural light and plants. A quiet environment will help your mind settle. Finally, to truly be free from overthinking, you need to forgive yourself. Many of us overthink because we keep blaming ourselves. Why did I do that? I was so stupid. Remember, everyone makes mistakes. What matters is not that you stumbled, but how you get back up. Whenever you catch yourself blaming yourself, place your hand on your heart and say, I'm learning. I did the best I could with what I knew at the time, and I choose to let go. By practicing these steps each day, you will feel the grip of overthinking loosen. Your mind will no longer be pulled by imagined scenarios. You will start living in the present, the only place you are truly safe and alive. My dear friend, we have walked a long journey together, and now we understand that overthinking is not who you truly are. It is simply a habit of the mind, and like any habit, it can be changed. You have learned that the root of overthinking comes from fear and the desire to control everything. You have also seen how it harms you. It drains your energy, takes away your clarity, and even makes you lose precious opportunities in life. But most importantly, you now know that you can break free from this cycle. By recognizing when you are overthinking, returning to your breath, asking questions to bring your mind back to reality, and practicing mindfulness each day, you can gradually reclaim your inner peace. You do not have to change everything at once. Just begin with a single slow breath, a moment of writing down your thoughts, or a brief gratitude practice before bed. These small steps done consistently will become the strength that frees you from overthinking. Now, I would like to guide you through a short meditation to help you feel peace in this very moment. Find a comfortable position. You can sit on a chair or on the floor as long as your back is straight and your body is relaxed. Gently close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel the air flowing into your lungs. Exhale slowly. Imagine all your worries and tension leaving with your breath. Repeat this 2 more times. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Now bring your attention to your body. Feel your feet touching the ground, your hands resting on your lap. If a thought arises, don't try to push it away. Simply smile and watch it as you would watch a cloud passing across the sky. Quietly tell yourself, I am here in this moment. The present is the only place I need to be. I am safe. I am at peace. Take one last long exhale and slowly open your eyes. My friend, inner peace is not far away. It has always been inside you. For so long, you've just let noisy thoughts cover it up. But every time you pause, breathe, and return to the present, you will find that your peace is still there, waiting for you. Don't pressure yourself to completely stop overthinking right away. That will only add more stress. Be patient with yourself, because every small step you take today is bringing you closer to a freer, calmer life. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. Thank you for spending this time listening to this message. If you feel it brought you peace, please share it with someone you love. They might need a gentle reminder like this too. You deserve to live a life of peace, free from the grip of endless thinking. And I believe that just one breath, one moment of presence is enough for you to rediscover the calm you've been missing for so long. Return to this message whenever your mind feels too noisy. Let these words remind you, you always have the power to choose peace right now. I wish you a gentle day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next message where we will continue learning how to live with serenity in this changing world.